Welcome to Sales Made Easy, the #1 sales and marketing channel on YouTube. It's your friend and mentor in business, marketing, and sales, Devon Gall here. Today we're going to be talking about how to build a top-tier sales team, all right? I'm not reading this out of a book. I've been running the #1 sales team in my territory for the last year and a half, last 18 months. So these are some of the lessons I've learned, from some very successful people that I just straight up stole, and I wrote it down in my notebook. So I'm going to share that. I'm just going to share these with you. All right. First one is it's your fault, right? It's always your fault. When things go wrong, take the blame. People are going to respect. They're going to respect the hell out of you. All right. When things go wrong, it is your fault. All right. At the end of the day, maybe you had one of your top guys train this new guy, and then the new guy messed up. All right. That's still your fault. All right. Maybe you didn't even touch the new guy. Right. That's still your fault. You didn't prepare your leader. You didn't prepare your manager. You didn't prepare them well enough. All right. So when things go wrong, it's always 100% your fault. When things go right, it's always 100% because of your team. All right. It's always because of your people. All right. Always praise your people when things go right. When things go wrong, take ownership. All right. Seems kind of like, well, I don't want to do. I want some praise too. You don't need it. Don't worry about it. You're going to hit your goals, help everybody else, raise up everybody else around you. Your goals are going to be automatically hit. All right. So take blame when things go wrong. Praise your people when things go right. All right. Number 2, I guess we could say, is give your new hire 100%. Give every single new hire 100%. Doesn't mean you personally have to give them 100% of your time. You do have to make sure they're with somebody, one of your top guys, your top girls, and that they can get 100% of their time. All right? Have a great image, not just for yourself. Obviously, you got to have a great image as the person who's running the business. You got to have a great image as the person who's running the sales team. You got to have a great image, but for your business too, for your office, your location, your field, whatever it is. You got to have a great image all around. All right, because the new people, they're coming in, they're judging these things. They're deciding, is this a place that I really want to be, right? Inspire through confidence. Goes without saying. The more confident you are, the more inspired other people around you are going to be, the more confident they're going to be, right? Confidence is contagious, right? Do what you say. Don't just be a person that says work hard, right? You're actually doing it too, right? You lead by example. You show everybody around you what it takes to be that next level, right? So do what you say what you mean what you say, all that kind of stuff. That all is so important. Be a problem solver. You're going to be not just solving your own problems now as a top sales team manager or business owner here. You're going to be in charge of solving all the problems, all the business's problems, all your people's problems, things that might seem not really related to the business. You're going to have to help them solve their personal issues and stuff like that, and help kind of be the guide and show them the way through, because you need that guy to perform. You need that girl to perform at their highest level. Your job as a sales leader is to remove negatives, not introduce more negatives, not introduce more crap. It's your entire existence is to help erase all negatives for your people so that they can go all out. All right. Things happen in business. Things happen in sales. Things go wrong, right? Things go right. But when things go wrong, you got to act as if everything's under control. All right. Everyone's looking to you, the leader, to how to react. All right. If you just brush it off like it's no big deal, everyone else is going to be able to do that too. All right. If you lose your head over it, it's game over. Everyone's losing their head. You set the temperature. You're the thermometer of the business. All right, so you have to be in control when everything doesn't go your way. All right, or else everyone's gonna just follow your lead. Touch base constantly with your leaders, your team members, right? Understand where they're at, like not just like sales or numbers or metrics wise, all right? If you just do that, if you just strictly just touch base on metrics and numbers with your people, you're gonna lose. You're not gonna run a top sales team. All right, I promise. You're not gonna run any, and you're not gonna run anything because everybody's gonna hate working for you because you're a freaking micromanagement psychopath. All right, so you need to talk to people like they're freaking humans. All right, and you need to understand what's going on in their lives, and you need to understand how you can help them. You know, you don't have to get too into it, but like any way that you can offer assistance to make life at work easier and better for them, right? Your new hires, they need to be constantly in the beginning, they need to be constantly talked to by either your leaders or by yourself. You need to I use a 3-3-3 method where I ask them at the end of every day, you know, what are 3 things you feel like you did well? What are 3 things that you think you could work on? And what are 3 goals that you're working toward right now? You know, 2 professional, 1 personal goal. What this does is it kind of lets you know where their head's at. And then it also tells you what matters to them, right? Because what matters to you might not matter to them. All right, big news flash there. But you got to find out what matters to your people. What are their goals? If you can understand all your people's goals, and you can help develop plans for them to reach those goals, then everybody's working with a purpose, right? When you get people working for a purpose instead of just working to work, you're gonna have a lot better results. All right. Team identity. I like to have fun with this one. I've had multiple team identities, but you gotta have a team name. You gotta have like a team thing, a couple of maybe team things. You know, what sets you apart, right? Not just because your numbers, obviously, are gonna set you apart because you're a top sales team, but what sets you apart? When maybe you get around the other teams in your region, you have like one of these big meetings or something, or maybe you're just a solo business or something, and you got leaders on your team. They got their mini teams. Everybody should have like a team identity for everybody that they're running. So having that team identity, it sets you apart. All right, you need to be special. All right, the team needs to feel special. They need to feel like they're part of something bigger. They're part of something that it's not like the other teams. It's not, the other teams are boring. The other teams are lame, right? Sorry to say it, but they are, right? Our team's awesome. Our team's the shit, all right? You want to be on this team. You lucked out. You won the lottery when you got on this team, all right? So there's opportunity and advancement on this team. You show them that, right? And then you also show them and share with them there's goals, there's vision. There's vision on this team. It's not just, metrics all the time, right? You network, and there's other top teams out there, right? And it doesn't even have to be in your industry. Maybe it has nothing to do with what you do. Maybe it's not even a sales team. Just network and steal and observe and learn from the best teams out there, right? Who are the best managers? Who are the best teams? You can look to sports teams if you're into that. There's other great coaches and great leaders out there. And how do they lead to win, right? Steal those things. Learn from those things, right? You got to be able to paint the big picture. When you're running a team here, your team has to be able to buy in to something more than just coming to work, right? So whatever that may be, you have to have a big picture share. So one way to do this is share your personal goals, share your personal vision for where you see the team going, and then share how you overcame your obstacles. How did you get through when you started out? How did you move up? How did you overcome these barriers, right? And that's going to inspire people. That's going to show people like, hey, okay, I can do that too. I can do that too, right? And that's really what you want. You want people to fight for their own success. They're going to fight. They're going to fight for you, but really they're fighting for their own success. And if you show them that that's an option, that they can be they can be a top producer all the time, consistently on this team, that you provide that kind of atmosphere and you drive that kind of atmosphere, people are going to respond to that. They're going to love that, right? Not everyone. Most of them actually won't. Promise you on that. But some will, and that's all you need. You just need a couple people to figure it out and see the light, and all of a sudden you're number one in the region. All right. So that's how top sales teams are really ran. It's not going to be the entire teams all killing it all the time, all on. We all wish it could be like that, but the reality is like the cream rises to the top, right? As Macho Man Randy Savage used to say, right? The cream rises to the top, but there's going to be a couple people. Those are your future leaders. Those are your future promotions. Those are the people that are going to make a ton of commission, and they're going to fight. They're going to go out and they're going to go to war. They're going to go to war for you and for themselves, right? And you show them and you equip them and you get them fired up for that opportunity, right? And then the last tip I got here for you, building a top tier sales team, is remember, no one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. All right. We kind of talked about that a little bit with understanding your people's goals, understanding what maybe some of their perceived issues or problems they may be experiencing, and how you can erase some of their negatives. But I'll tell you what, I've been doing sales and marketing for a long time, and a lot of managers don't even care about any of this stuff. They're just punching in. They're just there for the job. They don't care. And what happens is then their team doesn't care. And then their team knows they got nobody. They got nobody to like go to, right? If you're a top manager, you're a top sales leader, you're everything. You're a therapist. You're the person they can go to. You're the person you're their big brother. You're their big sister. You're someone that they can count on, right? So you want to run a top sales team, you got to go above and beyond for your people. You got to be a servant leader. You got to help remove all those negatives and show them that you actually do care, right? And then make it special. Make it different. Make it fun, right? I'll just throw in a little bonus thing here, is praise in public, right? So we do things like we play like gongs and cowbells and stuff for like large production days. So you want to see somebody get fired up, you ring a cowbell in front of all of the entire sales team for somebody doing big numbers yesterday, right? And people will go to war to fight to hear that cowbell, because they love that cowbell. They love hearing the gong because they love letting everybody else know. They love everybody else knowing that they were the shit yesterday, right? And they're going to be the shit again today, right? So have goals, crush them. Let's go make some money.